Good. Right on, man.
Hey, what it do, dads? Hey, it's the Lit Dad Podcast. I'm your boy, Lit Dad Munchie. It's my boy, Lit Dad Bird Boss.
What up?
And we are the Lit Dads.
Come smoke with us.
Hey, as a reminder, this is a space where we slow down, take a breath, and remember to smell the flower.
How are you, bro?
I'm good, bro. How you do?
Oh, I'm good. I'm glad it's Friday. I'm so glad it's Friday. Man.
Ain't got no jobs.
No,
shit to do.
No. We definitely got jobs. But you know, what's messed up is like it was only 4 days, right? Or for me, it was 4 days because we had President's Day out.
Oh, I forgot about that shit.
Yeah. So Monday definitely felt like a Monday. I mean, Tuesday definitely felt like a Monday. Even Wednesday felt like a Monday for me.
Damn, this was only a 4-day week?
Only 4 days, and it was that hard.
How the fuck was that just... Bro, I forgot Monday was President's Day. I forgot that we didn't have no job. I mean, we had no work. Like,
yeah,
how the fuck the damn week?
I know. It just goes by so quick, right?
But it was long still at the same time.
Exactly.
I think that's why today went so long, too.
Yeah. And listen, I'm just glad we're here. I'm glad we're here because this feels fantastic. Just being able to sit down and just relax now.
Oh, yeah. It's time to smell the flowers.
That is hilarious, man.
Well, bro, so, hey, y'all, you know, we trying to be involved and we trying, hear what y'all asking. And so we got some questions in the videos from last week. One of them, it's a good one. So we gotta put the disclaimer out there, you know what I'm saying? We're not trying to get hurt or nobody else hurt.
And we don't want to bring up old stories that are just gonna bring up old feelings.
Exactly. Man.
Because I remember when this happened, I don't like that conversation.
No. No remember wins, because people don't forget shit.
No, they don't.
They don't remember shit.
No.
They just put it off to the side.
They might forgive. They won't forget.
They put their shit off to the side and they should just fucking, it stirs every once in a while.
Yep.
You get punched for no reason. You're like, what the fuck was that for? You remember when?
Exactly.
Like, no, I don't know what you're talking about.
Bro, have you ever been punched while you're sleeping?
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
It's not a good feeling.
No.
You wake up and you're like, what the fuck?
happened? like, what the fuck?
Why? What?
What did I do?
You cheated on me in my dream.
Like, man.
Bro, are you serious right now?
Man, you better stop it. You better stop it.
Oh, dude, she punched me right in my face.
Damn. Okay.
She punched me right in my face.
I never got punched in the face. I ain't never been punched in the face, but damn.
She punched me right in my face.
That's fucked up.
Oh, well, I don't know. Hey, we might have to cut that out. I don't know, because that might bring up some old shit.
Oh, man. Hey, so the first question that came in this week was, as married men, how do you handle it when women flirt with you? Well, first, I would say, this is just a how you know we get flirted with? You know what I'm saying? We may be ugly, and we may never been flirted with. So first of all, that may, how you put that out there, that may be the case. But
even the ugly ones get it, even once in a while they come around or whatever. The thing is that there has to be a respect. There has to be a respect not only for yourself, for your relationship, for your partner.
Yeah.
It's a big deal when lines get crossed, when lines get blurred, and you're trying to clear it up with your spouse. You try to clear it up with your other partner. You're trying to clear it up when there shouldn't have been. It could have been avoided.
Yeah.
You just steer clear from where the direction of that conversation is going. You got to naturally just kind of mention your wife. You got to say, my wife, she's just shopping. She's like down the street, or she's like a couple shops over, or whatever. And at the end of the day, you being married is not just it's not just about avoiding temptation. It's about choosing your partner every single time, every single day, every single moment. I can tell you from experience, I was married maybe like my first couple of years of marriage. My sister came down and we decided to go to the mall in San Diego. And we're on the third floor, bro. This is like one of those big open malls. Have you seen the one in San Diego? Is it San Diego? It might have been LA. Anyways, this is a big open mall. It's 3 stories. I think we're in the top story, bro. And I thought people were gonna die that day. I really did. So me and my sister were like hanging out, and Stephanie's out doing shopping. And I think at one point they both ran into a shop, and I'm out there by one of the little kiosks, right? And this little person. No. It wasn't like a dwarf or anything like that. This little person, this female, she approaches me and she's trying to sell me whatever she got in her cart, but she gets a little bit too close, right? And she starts like, I don't know if she pulled my collar or she like pulled my sleeves. So she wanted to like whisper something into my ear. And I'm like, so first mistake is me not stopping it, right? My fault. And then right after that, Stephanie's like, who's that? Why is she talking to you? Right? I'm like, bro, she's saying something to me. I didn't understand what.
You trying to get killed?
Yeah. So she goes up to the I want to say, I keep saying little girl, but it wasn't a little girl. She was tiny. Shorter than me. Gotcha. And I don't know.
A lot of people are shorter than you.
Yeah. Well, that's what I keep saying. This little person, but is a regular sized person. And the wife is like, yo, well, what are you saying to him? He's a married man. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah. That's my bad. I should have said something, And you learn, you live, you learn, you take your lesson, you
take your lickings.
Yeah. You move on. You keep pushing. You figure it out after that. But the point to that story is being able to stop it before it goes further.
Yeah. But okay, I'm gonna add on to that.
Go ahead, please.
And I'll throw a twist in that because while you're telling your story, I'm thinking of something that just recently happened. Not to me, but another friend of mine. And we were at a wedding, and we was looking debonair. Like, we was in Houston, so we had the cowboy look going on.
Okay.
I had to post some videos and pictures later.
Yeah, boots on?
Yeah, bruh. Look, so let me tell you, before I get into that story, when I got asked, to be in the wedding, I was like, yeah, of course, you're my bro. I'm definitely gonna be there. Like, we best friends, bro. Like, yes. Yeah. And then he started telling me about the details of the outfits. And it was like, we're going to wear cowboy hats.
Nice.
We're going to get boots.
Nice.
We're going to get buckles. I'm like, whoa, bro. Like, I'm from Chicago.
You guys are going to get the big championship bull riding.
You know what I'm saying? WWE belts and shit. And so, fast forward to the wedding.
Yeah.
Bro, we put that shit on. I was like, yo, like, this shit is fly. Yeah. We put them boots on. I was like, yo, I can walk around in this shit. Yeah. I done wore them things like 3 or 4 times since then.
Really?
Bro,
and you're taller, right?
Yeah. I done wore my belt buckle a few times. But so I was like, okay, this is, I'm wearing my hat and shit. I'm like, hey, yo, I can dig this. Like, for y'all cowboys and cowgirls out there, I understand it. Like, I understand it now, But my boy, one of my other boys that was there, again, we feeling ourselves. We like, yeah, we good. Tell me why. Again, we feeling ourselves. This lady, don't know who she is, don't know where she was coming from. Yeah. She grabs him by the belt buckle. Bro. Bro, one of my other boys was standing next to his old lady, and he was like, he didn't do anything. She was like, I'm gonna kill both of them motherfuckers. Bro. So in those instances where you're just an innocent bystander, like what are you supposed to do? Like,
in that instance, I don't even know. I mean, you gotta you can't. I guess you have to slap her hand away or do something. Like, yo, what the fuck?
I think he was so in shock that she did it. It was just like, what the? And his old lady was just like, what? I was like, yo,
she was ready to swing.
She was ready to kill that lady. I was just like, this is hilarious. But to me, I was just like, who grabs somebody's belt buckle? Is that some shit they do?
Nah.
Look.
I don't know. Is that a Texas thing?
Is that a Texas thing? Do y'all grab people belt buckles like that? Again, when Chicago, we don't wear belts like that. You know, so I ain't never had nobody grab my belt buckle. Like I would think somebody grab your belt buckle. They, you know, again, they trying. Yeah. They taking whatever they get. So you know, I'm like, no, I ain't never had that situation. But that shit was hilarious.
You got to slap her hand away, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to know. You know, oh my God. Yeah, no. I mean, he must have gotten his ass chewed out.
She was upset. Like I was just like, she was upset. I was just dying laughing. You know, 'cause, you know, I had been smoking. We all had been smoking technically, and so like, you know me, I was like, I have no composure when I'm high. Like, that shit was hilarious. But I was just like, damn, like this lady just grabbed his.
Damn.
And his wife was going off, and I was just like, man.
What the lady do? Like, what happened? What?
I think she was intoxicated. Cause I think. So I missed the rest of the situation because I was like, I'm not part of this.
No.
I didn't see it.
Like, I know nothing.
But I think she like just walked away like it was nothing. Like she just like. I was just like, yo, like you basically grabbed his package. Basically, is what you just did. Like that's the crazy part. So. But yeah,
no, that's.
I think what the biggest thing that Eddie said is, you know, you just don't put yourself in those situations.
Yeah.
In my experience is that, you know, you just let people know.
Yeah.
How's it married?
Yeah.
How's it married? And you just let people know, like, nah, just, you know, you just keep putting that shield up. You're like, nah, you just don't even let them into that
space.
That space.
Yeah.
Of thinking that they have the option or the choice to break that barrier of trust between you and your significant other, spouse, loved one, girlfriend, partner, boyfriend, whatever you want to do.
Without a doubt.
So yeah, so that's your answer to that one. Feeny Matthews.
You gonna put on blast?
Yes.
Is that her? Her
that was her YouTube name.
Her YouTube?
That was her YouTube name. I didn't put on blast, bro.
I mean, I'm just saying though, man.
I just put her out, like, they can read the comments. Go back and see who said it. I think it was on last week's episode. Episode 1.
Yeah.
So y'all can go back and see it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Go back, look at it, comment
on it.
Ask us questions. That's what we're here for.
Reply to that comment. Give your input on today's episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Give your input.
Do you agree?
Yeah. What would you do in those situations? Both situations.
Oh my God.
Both situations.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
We just said it.
What's that?
What would you have done?
What would I have done? Bruh. I would have did an about face and fucking ran to the fuck. I would have looked
ran to your wife?
I would have fucking just ran. Cause like, but I think again, my boy was high too, so he was just like, he was stunned. So he was like, what the fuck? And his wife was like, cause we was in the drink line. So it ain't no space in the drink line.
I got you. It wasn't like in the dance floor. It wasn't like by the cake. It wasn't by.
That's the bar right there. We in the line like this, and it was just like,
no, dude.
I'm like, nah, I'm good. I ain't get no drink right now.
Listen, I'm telling you exactly what would happen.
The fisticuffs would have came out.
No matter where I'm at, I'm being watched. And if it's not her, it's somebody else that she told. Yes, they communicate.
Yeah, on behalf.
And not just, and I'm not just talking other females. I'm talking like even my kids. Bro, my kids will snitch on me in the quickness.
Yeah.
When they were kids in Hawaii, Stephanie would, the wife, she'd go out on an exercise or whatever, or she'd just be busy, right? So we go to the grocery store, you know, and I come home, they snitch on me twice, right? So, I'm pushing the cart, they're like, Daddy, can I get a candy bar? I'm like, listen, are you supposed to be having a candy bar? No, right? Okay. If I buy you this candy bar, you're going to tell your mom.
Yeah.
Right? No, we won't tell mom. Okay. All right, man. Go ahead, bro. Grab your M&Ms, grab whatever you need, right? We get home.
So she break the threshold.
Bro. Dad bought us candy today.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're snitching me again. They'll be like, Dad talked to some lady at the grocery store. I'm like, who? Who'd I talk to? Right? She go, and the kids will be like the one behind the machine. I go, the cash register? I can't say hello to the cash register?
No, you're supposed to just put your head down, swipe your card, and walk away.
So, okay. So now, going back, if that were ever to happen, she would know already. So what I'm doing is yes, I would turn around just the way you would, about face, and I'm scanning the room because she's already heading my way. And not just towards me, because I get the first lick, whoever the other person is going to get the second one. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah. No.
Just stay away.
Yeah.
Just stay away.
Yeah. Don't allow yourself to be in those situations.
Yeah, exactly.
So, the other question you want to...
Sure. My buddy George, we went to high school together, bro.
Wow.
We went to high school together.
Damn.
We know he was a couple years ahead of me, or maybe 1 or 2 years ahead of me, George. What's up, bud? And he's just a good dude. He's a good father. I know that for a fact. I mean, I see his kids on Instagram all the time. And he asked, navigating different parenting stages, newborn, toddler, and teenager.
I think that last one is the worst.
Oh, yes, bro. And you know that for a fact, George. You know, he's got teenagers too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think they might be preteens. I'm pretty sure they're teenagers. But from my end, my boy, he's 22. No, he's 21. He just turned 21. My daughter's, she's 16. 17. She's 17. Damn.
No, bro.
And this stage is most definitely the hardest. It's the hardest to communicate with. It's the hardest to even get even FaceTime with them sometimes, you know? Like me and my daughter, we used to be buddies all the time, you know, sit in front of the couch, watch TV or whatever, you know, and just bullshit. Look at reels, Instagram posts and all that. Oh, look at this one. Look at this, Dad. Look at that, Dad, you know. And now, you know, it changed a little. You know, she had her little friend and that changed a little bit. And then, you know, other situations at the house and other situations at school. And, you know, she just kind of doing her own thing. And that's okay. You know, she'll come around when she does. Whenever she needs money. No, I'm lying. She's a good girl, bro. And she's just a teenager. I can't, bro. You imagine all the bullshit we did when we were teenagers. Bro. I'm paying for my sins.
Oh man.
I'm paying for mine.
You know what's funny?
I'm paying for mine.
I remember my mom would say that shit like, "Watch."
Yep.
Watch. You gonna see what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And now I'm like, yo.
Yep.
I still think I was worse.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
Like I will admit that. Like I was worse.
Because they don't. I mean, bro, you can figure out where your child is right now, right?
Yeah.
360. You can share their location, bro. My mom didn't know where I was at 8 p.m. on a Friday night.
I was at the park. I was on the other side of the city.
Yeah, I'd be at the park 2 cities down.
Yeah.
Drinking a 40 and smoking a blunt.
Bruh.
Sorry, Mom.
I was in somebody's garage getting hot
that
boxing.
too. Yeah,
like,
that too.
Like
at a house party.
Yo, that.
Or just riding around.
Yeah.
Just doing dumb
nothing.
shit.
Like just
doing dumb shit, getting high or you know drinking or whatever. Just doing dumb shit.
I remember one night I was out, and I remember the Pun album had just came out, and we
Capital Punishment.
Yes. My boy had his uncle's the station wagon. It was hooked the fuck up. Like,
station wagon,
bro. That shit was sitting on the ground about this high.
Nice.
And we was just riding around the city listening to Pun all fucking.
That sounds amazing.
We literally got out of school.
That sounds amazing.
And just rode the city, like listening to Pun.
Yep.
And I remember it was funny because like. We ain't had no phones back then, so
you got paged.
Yeah, you ain't.
Oh, that's it.
Like it was just crazy because like no one knew where I was at. Like the whole fucking afternoon, I was probably supposed to go back to school, probably supposed to go home, or I probably should have been to work or some shit. But I didn't go to work, and we end up going to his house because we got hungry, and we get to the house and his mom is like, "Where the fuck y'all been? Your mom looking for you." And I'm like, just driving around.
Just driving around.
I think we had been smoking and shit too, but she was like, "You better take your ass home."
Yep.
Like Puerto Rican mama, so she was
Yeah,
yelling at
she
me
don't
just
play.
and so we was like, "All right." So we get in the car, we drive out, and we still fucking off. We was like, "No, wait, you can't stop us."
Yeah.
And we were driving down the street, and it had some speed bumps, and we get to like Chicago is like literally like a grid square. So like imagine like we was driving down the street, and at the end of the street there was like another street that kind of split in between. So like this was one street, this was another street, but you can drive in between them. Or there was an alley between these two streets.
Yeah.
As soon as we got past the alley, boom, got T-boned. I'm like, what the fuck? Wow. I'm like, yo, again, he and his uncle's car. I don't think either one of us had licenses. Like, we was just like being stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I think we didn't get that far from the house because like his mom was there and she was just yelling. I'm like, why the fuck you hit my kids?
Yeah.
Like, just jabbing off on this person. We're like, it was actually speed.
Yeah.
Like, it probably was that fault. It probably was us.
It's probably us.
But that shit was crazy. But again, being a stupid ass teen. And that's what I always think about with the kids driving. I'd be like,
oh, I know. It's so dangerous, bro.
It's fucking
dangerous.
Crazy.
And it's not them. It's the others on the road. It's the others on the road.
Every time Deja pull off from the house, I'd be like, oh, make it there safely. Make it to school safely. Make it to the mall safely. Make it to wherever the fuck you going safely. Cause
this stage most definitely is probably the hardest for me, just because they're grown, that they make their own decisions, and it's completely. I don't want to say they're completely out of control or out of your control. You still have some type of influence there,
right?
But you got to give them enough to learn on their own.
And so what I say, like I said, teenager is the worst because it's that bridge between, adulthood.
Yeah.
But the steps, you got to kind of go back to being that newborn, that crawl or that fucking scoot, crawl, walk, run, fucking that whole method of life.
Yep.
Or as you know,
at every stage.
At every stage, you still got to fucking be that guardrail.
Yeah.
And
most definitely.
Like that newborn stage, like for those that have that have kids and those that don't, like that newborn stage is just like, it's so nice. They so new. It's like when you got that brand new car. That brand new car, you get in that motherfucker, it smell good. You don't eat in that motherfucker.
My kid didn't smell good, but that dude was shitting all the time.
But they were like cute.
Oh, no,
like
of course.
They were cute.
Just a little bundle of joy.
You take care of that motherfucker, and you you keep it clean. Yeah. There's like some 20s, not them 10s.
Yeah.
But you take care of them mugs.
Yeah.
And then eventually
they start talking.
And then it's game over.
And then they start walking.
Then it's fucked.
And then they start running.
Yeah.
Then you gotta fucking chase them around. Don't put no fucking leash on your kids, bro. Please.
No,
let dads, let parents.
Don't do it. That shit is
parents.
I don't know what the fuck that
Don't
is.
put no fucking leashes on your kid, man.
I don't know what the fuck.
Just control your kids, man. Put them on a stroller or tell them not to. Don't act up.
It's crazy to me how new parenting is compared to old school shit, because I don't know. I sometimes capital punishment, that whooping and shit like that. I got whooped my mama whooped my ass. My grandma whooped my ass. But sometimes I feel like that shit needs to be brought back, because some of these kids are fucking out of control.
Oh yeah.
It's like that whole toddler to teenager shit.
Yeah.
They just let them as soon as they became toddlers, parents just let the motherfuckers just do whatever the fuck they want. Nah, that's not how the world fucking works.
Exactly.
You got to prepare them for the world, because fucking they just can't walk into a fucking store and just take whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, exactly.
They can't just walk in somebody's house and fucking
start jumping on the couch.
Yeah. They can't do that shit. So you have to prepare them for life. There's little nuggets that you give them, little fucking breadcrumbs that you give them that's gonna prepare them for those little things. They have to have structure. If you don't get them structured from the get-go,
most definitely,
they gonna fucking lose their shit
once
they get full release. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, and that's the one thing that I would say about our kids right now is that they're in that teenage stage and they're venturing out. But because we've done the right thing along the way,
Yep.
I'm not really worried about them.
Yep.
As per se, those other individuals that are out there in the world that fucking have leashes on because fucking
exactly.
Their parents are slow.
Exactly. Exactly.
But like as long as you do the basics, nourish them, take care of them, care for them along the way, teach them about life early, and don't put that fake facade on them to thinking that they deserve the world. Because a lot of motherfuckers don't deserve the world.
No shit. You gotta work for that shit.
You gotta work for that shit.
You definitely gotta work for it.
That whole thing of, you're the best thing since sliced bread. Some of these motherfuckers ain't.
No.
They just basic motherfuckers that's gonna be basic. Like, you need to prepare your kids to be basic because that's what the fuck they gonna be. Like, that's what it is. Like, and it's great if they can exceed to being basic, but and if they can fucking help them, but again, you gotta keep them fucking.
Yeah. Listen, my goal is for my kids to be better than I was, because I know that I was better than my dad, because that's what he wanted for me. And I'll add something on, and hopefully this will kind of close out the subject. You got to learn parenting. These kids don't come with a manual. You don't learn parenting from a book. You learn it from your childhood. You learn it, you got to be able to stop that generational emotional damage and causing damage to your kids from the shit that got pushed to you, or all those negative things that happen in your life. You got to release them in a different way and not do it on your kids. And like I said, I'm definitely a better parent than what I was when my kids were younger. I'm a different person. Bro, I was young. I didn't know shit. And like I said, I learned how to parent from my parent, and not to say that my parents were bad parents. It's just that they were in the same scenario.
Yeah.
They didn't know how to parent.
Nope.
And you have to continue evolving. You got to keep getting better, not just for yourself, but for your children.
For the generations coming behind you.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Thanks, George, for that question. Hopefully we answered it. Keep brightness, man. You got to come down here. I know you're up there, but you got to come down here and smoke with us, bro. Check that out. Laws and legends. Colorado and Washington were the first U.S. states to legalize recreational weed in 2012. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't understand how California wasn't.
Yeah, I know. I mean, shit grows here. I mean, not that it doesn't grow everywhere else, but I mean, that's what California's known for, right?
Yeah.
But Colorado, I could definitely understand. Denver.
Yeah.
But Washington, I never knew Washington was like that. Been to Seattle a couple times. Seattle's beautiful, man. I love Seattle. Seattle's beautiful.
You know what's crazy?
Go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
No. I'm gonna say this one thing. If you ever been down to Seattle by the Space Needle where they have the market, it smells like 3 different things. It smells like 4 different things.
Okay.
Right? You go through the market, you smell the fish. Right? Come outside the fish, you smell the flowers, you smell the bakery, and you smell the weed. If you walk down right between the flowers and where that Starbucks and that bakery are, oh my God, it smells like heaven out there, man. It smells like heaven out there.
So, I was watching the podcast from Cookies yesterday.
With Burner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His story is awesome.
Yep.
His fucking story is fucking awesome, and that's what that just made me think about what the hurdles he had to overcome.
Yeah.
That motherfucker had cancer and shit. Like, it's crazy that, like, the shit that he fucking went through, and now cookies is what it is.
Yeah, man. That was the biggest, most popular first of its brand. That cookies brand.
Like, could you imagine, like, the idea, like, and that's kind of that makes me think about entrepreneurship at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You put your name on something, and
yeah.
I think one of the things we also talking about in here is how Cypress Hill was one of the original hip hop artists with their own strain.
Yeah, yeah.
And so, like,
have you ever seen Cypress Hill?
No.
Amazing.
Have you?
Yeah. Several times.
Oh, really?
Several times.
Well, you on the West Coast, like that's like a thing. Like,
several times.
All I know is their music.
Yeah.
But thinking about, like, how you have a plan, and that shit fucking, it kind of go back to, like, being like a parent. You fucking plant that motherfucking seed. Literally. You plant that motherfucking seed, that motherfucker grow.
Hey, but at the end, you burn your children.
Hey, it is what it is. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like to grow that shit. But let's look at it from the business side.
Oh yeah, no, I see. I see
how that shit grow as big as it is and spread. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's cookie stores, bro. Every dispensary out here has cookies. Weed.
Does Kick House have that?
I'm pretty sure they do, man.
I ain't never done nothing like that.
I'm pretty sure.
Next time I go. It's been a while since I've been.
Really? I'm going tomorrow.
But yeah, like, it's crazy though, man. Like, when you think about that shit, like, how, and that's kind of how I want my business to be. Like, I was talking to one of my boys, like I was telling you last week, that came out here. He didn't know I had my vending machine business.
Mm.
And he was like, "Oh man, you're gonna be the vending machine don of California." I was like, "Hell yeah! I love for that shit.
Why not?
Fucking Berry Goods, fucking be everywhere. Like, I'm in everything. Like, hell yeah, why not? Like, why set my hopes to be very low?
Of course, man. Hey, man.
And that's my biggest thing though. Is like, you know, in life, we should never sell ourselves short. Never sell yourself short.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than wasted talent.
You got to be able to try.
Yeah.
You got to try.
Yeah.
If you don't try, then you basically just wasted your time in life. Like, if you're good at something, and then who knows what you're good at, you know? But try something else. Step outside of your comfort zone.
Yeah. Step out of the box, man.
Like, you have a trait.
Yeah. Yeah. Without a doubt, man. Where we at?
Figure out something. And just try and move the needle on it.
Yeah.
You know, when I retired, one of the things I did for a little while is I just started doing random shit. Like, I learned how to play the guitar.
No shit.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I took lessons for about 6 months.
Are you serious? Do you know how to play?
Yeah.
You better bring that motherfucker next time.
Oh God.
So you said it though.
But bro, I just took lessons over here at the music store and shit. And I was like, man, why not? Like, what the fuck am I gonna lose if I learn how to pick up something new?
Hey, man, good for you, man.
Yeah, you know,
that takes a lot of courage, man, because bro, a grown-ass man trying to... Nah.
Bro, and like what I found though, and I don't know, it could be just me, but I think that as we get older, to learn something new...
Oh, it gets harder.
It gets harder, but if you can do it, it's better for your brain.
Of course, you're exercising.
You're exercising it.
Yep.
Because everybody can fucking, go to work, do what their job for, 20, 30 years and just keep doing it because they know how to do it. And if it modifies a little bit. But if you pick up a whole new skill, push the boundaries on that skill, like that again, like you just mentioned, like you're using the brain.
You're exercising
the brain. You're making the brain do something that it never did.
Yeah.
And like the reason I did it, is because both the girls know how to play instruments.
They do.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
You know, and so I was like, man, that'd be cool because I always wanted the motherfuckers to play the saxophone.
like Lisa Simpson?
I wanted a fucking Lisa Simpson in my motherfucking house. And them motherfuckers, each time they fucking learn how to... Look, if one of them motherfuckers give me grandkids, I'm giving that motherfucker a saxophone. They gonna be like, Dad. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers didn't do it.
That's hilarious, bro.
Like, that motherfucker's gonna have a saxophone.
Yeah, guitar. I love the guitar, bro. Like, I had a buddy when I used to live in Hemet.
Yeah.
I used to live in Hemet.
Yeah, the hood.
The hood.
The hood.
The hood. No, actually, it wasn't that bad back then. It was a long time ago. Long time ago. But I had a buddy who was a neighbor, but this guy, he used to freestyle with the... Like, I put on some music, like some Spanish music. He used to freestyle.
Play that shit?
Oh, yeah.
I ain't like that. I ain't on that level. My boy Demise, the one that Stephanie always asked me about, he fucking... So when I was learning, he already knew how to play the guitar. This motherfucker can do everything. This motherfucker black, like color this fucking iPad black. And that motherfucker speaks Spanish. Like, and he black from Alabama.
Why you gotta put him on blast like that?
He black. Hey, I'm sorry. That's my boy. But anyway,
we love you though, man.
Yeah, but he played fucking guitar. And like one day I was like, he's like, "What you doing?" I was like, "I'm sitting here, you know, practicing this song."
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, I ain't never learned that one." This motherfucker, we get on the FaceTime.
He knows it already.
I'm like playing it, and he listening, and he like, okay, and he just string a couple strings, and then he joins in with me. I'm like, bro, are you fucking serious? Like, he's like the most talented person I know. Like, whenever he tell me he doing something, I'm like, bro, I know you can do that shit. Like, there's no boundaries to you. You limit yourself. I always tell him that. I'm like, bro, you're good.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's good to know, man. I mean, it's good to try new things. Like, I recently took a coding class. Oh my God, bro, that kicked my ass.
Yeah, bro. When I remember when you told me that, I was like, coding, like
that kicked my ass.
Scratch, like you ain't never did it before.
Bro. We were learning languages every week. Sometimes twice a week, we were learning a new language.
You know what? Sometimes I think about stuff like that, and like, even for me, like I love computers and I like technology. That shit scares me. Because I'm scared I'll fail. Is that I just won't, won't fucking, like, I won't understand what the X's and Y's.
But this goes back to it. You just have to exercise it. That's all, bro. It's baby steps.
Yeah.
And that's the cool thing about this program, bro. Like, they start you from the basic zeros and ones.
How dumb a computer is.
Bro, I started from Excel. Like, we had to learn VBA. I don't know if you know what VBA is. You use it with Excel. But you know how old that technology is?
Yeah.
It's ancient. Yeah. People still use it. Mm-hmm. But now they got SQL. I mean, they got, bro, like so many platforms and this and that. So that kicked my ass. Mm-hmm. But I'm glad I did it.
Yeah.
I got to learn something new. I got to meet some cool people. I got an extra notch in my belt. Mm-hmm. You know, I got something else to put on my resume. Yeah. You know, and it felt good completing it.
Yeah. No, I trust me, I understand. Like I've thought about it, and even my youngest, she loves playing Roblox, right?
Yeah.
And so the school, they had like a Roblox coding class.
I saw that.
And so I signed up.
I saw that.
And like, again, the youth of today is not, like, me personally, if my parents would have given me opportunities to do shit like that, I don't know, like, in my head right now, I think I would have taken advantage of it. But who knows? Back then, I probably wouldn't have did the same shit. But she went to the classes, and then every time I was like, they didn't do this, they did this. And like, I think one of the other things is she was probably like one of the older kids in the class. Okay. So I was like, maybe that's it. Yeah. Well, just wait until she gets into high school. She's going into high school real soon, right? Yeah, and she was the only girl in the class too. Well, there you go. So bro. I think that was it. That's what it is. But like, that's the thing, right? I try and give the kids different opportunities that I didn't have.
Oh yeah,
And so like
that's my goal in life.
like last year when they went to Japan and Paris, or no,
Yeah,
Rome. And so when I was signing them up, because I didn't even ask them, I saw that shit pop up. I was like, yeah, you going. Because Deja was supposed to go to Panama at first.
Oh.
But then when Bella was going to Japan, she was like, is it possible to go to Japan? I'm like, shit, I'm going somewhere. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And so, but for Destiny, when she was going to Rome, I was like, any of your friends going? She's like, no, I don't think so. I was like, okay, well, you meet some new people. And like, she was like really hesitant, like initially. And I was like, no, this is like something that I would say 90% of the kids your age will say that they ain't never went to. Like, there are adults, including myself, have never been to Rome.
Right.
Been to Japan because of the military.
Right.
But I'm like, these are things that, experiences that I want in their notch in their belt to say, like, so that as they get older and as adults, they'll be like, shit, it's possible.
I've been out the country. Yeah. I've been to a different continent.
Exactly. Well, I can do that shit as an adult. It's not, those are no limitations, you know?
Right. Exactly. Yeah, man. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, and bro, she's in the fucking 8th grade.
She was in 7th grade when she went. She was in 7th grade.
That's crazy.
7th grader going to Rome.
That's crazy.
On a class trip.
Bro, my parents wouldn't let me leave the state.
I did in 8th grade go to Canada. We went to Toronto for our class trip.
No shit.
Yeah, I went to like a better school. Like my 6th to 8th, my middle school years, I went to a better school, so I was able to experience some shit. Nobody looked like me in that motherfucker, but and I think that's good because I was able to see things that a lot of my
peers, friends,
families, friends didn't see.
Even family,
yeah, you know, like I did, you know. So I give my mom that, and we talked, I think a week or so ago about some shit like that, and she was like, you know, I moved to this part of the city so you can be out of, you know, that.
Yeah.
You know, I bought my house because I wanted you to, you know, to see. And I was like, yeah. I think, again, being younger, not understanding.
Yep.
Like, I overlooked those things to think like, oh yeah, my mom got a house like this.
So what?
But now I look back, I have friends that still live in apartments. That buying a house is not on their list of things to do in life.
Not on their radar.
It's not on their radar. Like owning your own shit, being like independent. Like some of them, like, you know, some people still live at the crib with their parents. Like.
I mean, I know it's rougher times now, but I mean, you gotta have some type of ambition, bro. You know?
And I understand it's hard.
It is.
I understand, like, that is not that easy, but I want my kids to understand that it is still possible. They can do it, go further than, like we said earlier. Like, I want you to be more. I want you to excel further than I did.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely. I mean, I think every parent wants that. Man. Because I mean, listen, my pops, man, he did so much, and a lot of that, like, he's still teaching me lessons. He's been gone for a minute. He's been gone for a very long time now. And, you know, I think back on what he did, how he did it, what he did it with. What he did it with.
Yeah. Maybe not the same ends that you got now.
Or the same education.
Yeah.
And it's inspirational.
Yeah.
Because my mom doesn't work. She's good. Because my dad set her up.
That's good.
My dad set her up. Oh my God, dude. I mean, that's
real good.
That feels amazing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That feels amazing.
Yeah.
You know, and I think about it now. Look, that's kind of hard to do.
Yeah.
That's really hard to do.
To basically say, hey, if I move on, you good. Don't worry about shit. Like I put things in place to wherever. And so I have a coworker of mine. He's like 63, 64. Like he right around retirement age.
Okay.
And we talk all the time. And like I go to him because like he's like that. I don't want to say no father figure or nothing like that, but he's just like he got knowledge.
He's like an elder.
Yeah, he's like he got that elder knowledge.
Yeah.
And so it's just funny because I be at work and we'll stop and we'll just talk.
Yeah.
And it's just funny to me because I'm just like, yo, like I didn't expect to meet someone like that in my second career. You know, I didn't expect to like to latch on to somebody and be like, man,
Right.
okay, like
Yeah.
I could talk to you and
Right.
like and gain knowledge and
Right.
realize that like
Right.
and like what I've realized is that setting people up like what your dad did for your mom is not easy.
No.
Bro. Like
No.
and I don't know what his finances look like, my coworker, but the things he talks about
Mhm.
and like worrying about retirement and
Right.
Medicare and paying for medical bills and
Yeah.
shit like that once you're retired,
Yeah. That's fucking rough, bro.
I'm like, yo, I didn't like
That's rough.
oh shit.
That's
something
really
hit me.
rough.
I remember being when I was about to retire, I was talking to a guy and I was like, yo, I knew then, I was like, the military is not real life. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, it's not real life. I'm like, the things that you get in the military is not how things are in the civilian side. You don't get fucking money for housing.
Right.
No one adds a check to your check to say, hey, here's for you to live.
Right.
Oh, here's money for food.
Right.
Oh, your medical coverage for you and your family?
Right.
It's just totally free.
Right.
And then here's your wages.
Yeah.
Nowhere
That's
else
crazy.
does do
No.
nothing similar. Nothing
No.
will even compare.
Nope.
And he argued me down. I was like, bro, you just don't understand. And I think by that time I had started doing some of my transition classes.
Yeah.
And I had started thinking about medical. Because again, since the day that I joined,
Oh, you're set.
I've known that I'm fucking...
You're set.
I go to the doctor and I'm like, this hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, here.
Yeah. They'll take care of you.
Like my kids, like it's so funny. Before I retired, Junior got his wisdom teeth taken out, and I forgot about that. And Christy was like, "Yeah, we went down to Balboa and got." I was like, "Damn, I forgot. We didn't pay no money for it, nothing." I was like,
Yeah.
"Like fuck, okay." Like, and so I had another coworker. They got theirs taken out recently. Oh no, my boss's kid was going to get theirs done.
Yeah.
And it was like $3-4 grand
Yeah.
at least.
Yep.
And I was like,
Yeah.
"Ooh, I didn't have to pay for shit."
Yep. That's crazy.
And so like now I'm like, yo, this is like the real world. Like
Sure.
like you got to worry about, how much money you got set aside for retirement, how much this is going to cost, and you got to forecast that shit out because that shit ain't gonna be the same price it is today. Like, how do you project the numbers? And then this is the last thing I'll say about it is that like when we were younger, no one was talking to us about that shit. So we're having to figure this shit out the hard way, and
Yeah.
that's what I don't want my kids to have to do.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't have they don't have like
Life
those
classes.
life. I mean, they have some, but nothing
Nah.
like this.
Nothing that like is actually adulthood, like things you got to prepare for. It's like oh man, you remember? I think it was last year at the Super Bowl actually when Deja had the little fucking baby thing.
Oh yeah,
Was that last year?
that was last year.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
had the
because
little,
she was here.
Yeah, she had a little fucking baby doll walking around
Yeah.
with a car seat
With
and
the car
had to
seat, yeah.
buckle that motherfucker in the
Yeah,
car,
and
and I
her
was like,
cry and everything.
yeah, that motherfucker cried and all types of
That's
shit like that. And I was like, yeah, hopefully that's a scare tactic, but like back in our days, that shit was like, get prepared, motherfucker. Like, this is what you're gonna be doing in the next year.
Well, not only that, you have your fucking classmate with a baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know people with grandkids my age.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That shit is.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But I will say, I think my mom was a grandparent. My grandma was a grandma at my age right now.
Oh, you serious?
Yeah, because Junior's 22. I had him at 19.
Oh shit.
And me and my mom are only 19 years apart, so I was 38. She was
There you
38. So damn, she was definitely well.
Yeah.
So yeah, my dad is 20 years older than me. So.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
That's crazy.
I was talking to my mom about this too. I was like, I want to break. I wanted to break that mold. I don't want them to, you know.
But yeah, most definitely, man. And my pops, he worked himself to the nub, bro. Even when he lost fingers, he lost a foot.
Damn.
And he's still working. He's still working, bro. This guy was amazing, man. He was amazing. You would have liked him.
Bro. So he was an OG. He walked in and everybody like, oh.
Yeah. He bro, I tell you, man, this dude's journey from Mexico is something else, man. I think he came over twice. Like he got deported.
Damn.
He got deported.
Damn.
Yeah, he got deported. He came back, yo. Came back.
You can't keep me out, motherfucker. Hey, lucky truck man and fucking charges business.
They're doing the same shit now, though.
Bro.
They're deporting and they'll be back next week.
Oh, yeah, they'll come back.
Because most of these motherfuckers are documented.
Yeah.
We're documented.
Yeah.
What do you need? A green card? It's at the house. Do you have it on you? No. Why would I fucking carry my fucking green card?
Who the fuck carries that shit with them on a...
Come on, man. That's like carrying your fucking Social Security card.
Bro.
You carry your fucking Social Security card around?
Bro, you'd be stupid if you do that shit. Back in the day, they used to.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, they used to walk around all that shit. Like, all your documents was on you.
That big ass folded wallet. Fucking back will be hurting and shit. Got fucking ATM
You can't even sit
receipts
down all the way because that motherfucker got you sitting up like this. But I never forget when I was in Yuma, I was stationed out there.
Yeah.
I got pulled over. And the only reason I got pulled over is because I busted a U-turn. Like, it was like I came out of the, not In and Out, but what's the other burger joint? Damn.
Sonic's?
No.
Whataburger?
With the sourdough cheeseburger. What's that?
Oh, Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box. Came out of Jack in the Box.
See, I know my shit.
Came out of that motherfucker at like, it was like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, of course.
And I came out and I couldn't just cut him across, so I had to come out, make a right, and then I busted a U-turn. It wasn't illegal, but it was just because it was 2 o'clock in the morning. Motherfucking police was like, whoop, whoop.
Nope.
Like, let me make sure you're good.
Yep.
Like, why you just bust that U-turn in the middle of this motherfucking street? And I was like, I'm supposed to go that way, but I can't. He was like, all right, I'm gonna run your stuff. I'll never forget though. I'm sitting there and he's talking to me and we just sitting there, like, he's just asking me questions and shit. I'm sure he was questioning me to make sure I wasn't drinking.
Yeah.
And
shit.
yeah. And so fucking Border Patrol rolls up.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, and I think the cop immediately saw my fucking body language. He's like, oh, they usually come just to back us up. I was like, and he got out of the car. He's like, how's everything? I was like, what the fuck are you doing here? I'm like, do I look like I'm illegal, bitch? And the cop was like, sir, can you get in your car? He ran my shit. He's like, all right, man, you have a good one. He was like, just, be more careful making a U-turn and shit. I was like, I was like, he walked up like, is everything okay? I'm like, bitch, what the fuck wrong with you? What the fuck are you, Border Patrol? You gonna deport me, bitch, back to Chicago? I was like, what the fuck? I was like, motherfucker, why the fuck are you here?
Bro, Jack in the Box. The one in the hood was open until 2 a.m.
Yeah. That's where I was coming from.
Them tacos, those two for one.
Nah.
The tacos were my shit,
bro.
You know why? Because I was broke. That's why I had enough for 2 tacos.
So I didn't know that shit until I got here. Like, I had to the West Coast. Like, they don't have that shit on. They don't have In and Out. They don't have Jack in the Crack.
What
Like
do they
they-
have? Chicago.
McDonald's and Burger King.
That's it. No
White
Wendy's.
White Castle,
White
Wendy's.
Castle?
White Castle, Wendy's.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that's the big chains out there. And so coming out here, I remember I was out here for school in San Diego, and the dude was like, "Hey, we're gonna go to Jack in the Box." I was like, "Jack in the Box? I don't know what the fuck that is."
Okay. I'll go.
he was like, "Get the #1 double meat."
Oh shit! Oh goddamn!
I was like, "Hi." I was like,
Goddamn!
I get a #1 double meat with bacon.
Oh damn!
Man, I've been into that bitch. I was like, "Oh shit, what the fuck?" Like he was like, "I got you." He's like, "You good now?" I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's funny.
But that's just like in and out.
Yeah.
I remember being in boot camp, and this dude was like, "I can't wait to graduate. I'm going to In and Out." I was
Yeah.
like, "For real?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay." He was like, but I was like, "What the fuck is In and Out?" What the fuck is In and Out?
That
It
shit's
was
so
like,
delicious.
it was like, because again, we in boot camp. He was like, "It's right out the gate," and so like, no shit. It was like me, him, before my flight out.
Yeah.
Me, him, and like 3 other people.
Yeah.
He was like, "You gonna go to In and Out with us?" I was like, "Shit, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I got a flight at this time. Am I gonna make the flight?" He was like, "Yeah, the airport tiny. You be good In and Out of that bitch." I'm like, "Okay." And we had that shit. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" So when we, because they didn't have it in Yuma, I don't think they had In and Out in Yuma. If they did, I don't know why we wouldn't have never went.
Right.
Because the first time Christy and the kids had it was when we moved here from Hawaii.
Oh shit.
And that was like day 1. We landed, and I was like, "We're gonna go to
We're
In
going
and Out."
straight there.
He was like, "What's In and Out?" I was like,
Just
"You'll
wait.
see." Man, it was like, "This is so fresh." I was like, "I know." Like they make that shit right there. Like you gonna see them smash the burger.
Yeah.
You gonna see them fucking cut them fucking potato fries. I was like, and I'm like, that's all they got too. They got these fries and these
And the burger,
burgers.
that's it.
That's it.
That's
and some
it.
milkshakes.
That's calm, bro. Go ahead. You got. Oh wait. Here, let me fucking hit it there too. Then. Oh, there's still something there.
Yeah, it's still there. You was ready to put it out. So we. Hey yo, come back.
Check us out next week, man. Check us out in the next reel, the next post. Check us out. Subscribe, like, do all that shit.
Instagram. Damn, I wanted to say snaps or some shit like.
Not Snapchat. That's gone,
No,
bro.
no. What's the other
TikTok.
one? TikTok. The green ones. Spotify.
Spotify. We're on Spotify.
And then
YouTube.
the gaming one.
Twitch.
Hey, follow us. Hit the like. Hit the subscribe. If you got any questions, type them in the chat. We'll bring it up next week.
Yup.
Come back. Man, you tripping. I'm out of here anyway. Peace out.
Bye, bitch.